guys, so it's time for some real talk. It is now Monday evening. I'm done with work, so I figured I'd do a little blog post about KCON New York 2016. It was basically amazing, a really good experience for me. Let's see, I ended up getting P2 GA standing tickets. It wasn't what I was aiming for, but I just bought whatever Ticketmaster gave me because I saw some people not getting tickets. I waited basically like, you know, exactly when they went up, and it put me in I had like 4 different tabs, 4 different browsers, and my phone open and only Chrome gave me tickets. It seems like Firefox blocks it. It just puts you in an infinite loop of minutes. You know, like I was saying, 25 minutes, and then there's no seats, whatever, no seats. The only options that gave me seats was Chrome and via my Android cell phone. We drove up to New Jersey on Thursday and did check-in on Thursday evening to avoid crowds because I heard the lines are like mega long. There's no check-in lines at all Thursday. We can just walk in and get our stuff, and it was cool. The only thing is that I posted it on my Twitter as it was happening, but basically if you checked in Thursday, they were only giving out like Mamamoo passes, Ailee passes, and a few 17. They're like hardly anyone got BTS. I think I only saw 2 girls get like BTS, one high touch and one audience. They were like screaming like crazy. That's how everyone knew they got it. But yeah, I thought that was kind of weird. I think that KCON, which can be an improvement, is for them to basically give out the audience passes in the order of the actual schedule. So for example, BTOB audience pass was Friday morning at 11:15. I ended up trading and getting a BTOB pass. However, their panel was super small because everyone is in line checking in. So they didn't give a lot of BTOB passes before the actual engagement session. So hardly anyone got there, got it, and then a lot of people were late with their high touch because by the time they got out of line with the high touch, the fan meeting was over. So I think that can be an improvement. They should basically give out the passes, maybe in order of the soonest, event, and then people trade Friday morning. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I just thought it was odd that everyone basically on Thursday got a whole bunch of Mamamoo passes, and they are the very last event on Saturday. So, I mean, I don't know. I just thought it was weird. So anyway, Thursday check-in was great. Friday morning, the passes I got. So between myself and a friend, she was not a K-pop fan. So I basically got all the passes because she wasn't, like interested in going into any engagements. And basically out of the 4 engagement types that I got 3 Mamamoo and 1 17, which, I wanted BTS, obviously. So I ended up trading Mamamoo for 17 because 17 is easier to trade with a carrot. If they have a BTS, they don't want it. I ended up, selling some 17, like in waves, basically getting rid of my Mamamoo, then selling 17, then buying BTS audience from a girl. Like, I didn't lose any money. I ended up making more selling my 17 passes than what I paid for my BTS audience. So, and then I traded for B2B. So these are the 2 audience passes that I ended up using. Friday morning, I went to the B2B fan meeting. It was awesome. As I posted on Twitter, Sungjae is so good looking. Like, I never knew he was that like good looking. Like, I knew he was good looking, but in person he's even more good looking. Like, what is life, basically. So anyway, so after I took my eyes off of Sungjae and finally looked at all of B2B, yeah, they were really excited to be there. I guess it was B2B's first time in America, but Kwang was so happy. They were just overall happy and proud to actually be chosen for KCON to be here, and it was a very nice fan meeting. I just wish that they had given out more tickets so that they can see more of a crowd, because I did see girls upset that they missed the fan meeting from being in line on Friday. Anyway, after the fan meeting, I checked out the convention. The convention seemed larger than last year from footage that I've seen from last year, not that I went. There was a lot of beauty and health booths. So I got like tons of free masks. If you talk and engage with them, you get more free stuff. Mini raffles. There was a health like Korean medical staff where if you use their machine, it gives you like your full health and body checkup, and they tell you how healthy you are, which is cool. You get a printout of like everything, your weight versus how much water you consume. It tells you everything. That was like really, really cool. The booths that sold the merchandise, the CDs were way overpriced. I just felt so sorry for these teenagers paying like $30, $40 for albums that they could just probably get from like Asia for $17. So for example, the BTS album at the booths were $36 plus New Jersey tax, state tax plus city tax. So after all that, like they would end up paying $46 for an album, and I was just like that was my face. So I would not go to that convention to buy albums. Now there was an M-Wave booth and they were selling signed albums, which I thought was worth it. I think the max I heard was $50, but they had BTOB signed albums of all 5 members. They had Monsta X, GOT7's Fly, just like a whole variety of signed albums. And what I ended up buying is at the KCON, like main KCON merchandise table, they had a lot of BTS merchandise, like authentic merchandise. So I ended up getting the Begin hoodie and a Red Bullet mask. I was really shocked to see the Begin hoodie because it just got put back in stock on the BTS official shop, and I was about to order it that evening, but I just ended up buying it there for $60 instead of paying EMS shipping. So that was cool. I didn't buy a lot at the convention. I didn't plan on it, but I did enjoy myself quite a bit, and I'm glad I got that rare find. Oh, I did buy the KCON t-shirt, which is nice. It's super long. It has that one. Nice material. The shirt was only $15, which was pretty awesome. I'm used to convention shirts costing like $30. The evening concert. I got in line about 3:30 for the evening concert. Friday's list was 17 Ailee, Crush and Dynamic Duo, and BTOB. So I wasn't like really keen on getting like dead front and center. I would rather have done that for BTS on day 2. But I lined up at 3:30 because I had done the convention by then. And by 3:30, I got in and I was like mad close to the stage. Like if you talk about, I was GA standing, so if you talk about rows of people like in ahead of you, there was only like possibly 2 rows of people ahead of me, and then the stage was right there. So that was very shocking that for me lining up at 3:30, I was able to get that close. So yeah, I got to see 17, BTOB, all of them like really, really close. In terms of the lines, they weren't organized in the beginning because the Prudential Center and KCON staff wasn't out there to prep the line until about 3. So when I got there, they were just starting to organize the line and tape rope off, where people were to stand. So like people had been waiting there all day. I know like Extreme Carrot, 17 fans were there, but the line didn't really get organized until then. There wasn't anything about like butting in line, shoving, pushing, or anything. It was just very civilized. Even the pit was civilized. It was my first time being in a pit, and I was worried about being pushed and shoved like I saw at the EXO concert earlier this year. I expected it to be Mountain House, but there wasn't any of that, so that was cool. So yeah, here are a few fan cams that I took. First, there's a 17. 17 did extremely well. They sang live. I know one member was missing because they're sick. I just know the one with the long hair, Jonghan, he caught my attention immediately. Oh my goodness, I'm not even a carrot, and I swooned. I swooned big time, and the cameraman just kept going to him, and I was just dying. There was Ailee, who, let me tell you, she slayed the entire evening. Everyone knew she was the best singer there, and even after the music cut off on her during her first track, she didn't need no backup music. She slayed. Slayed, and then we almost made her cry. It was awesome. Her family's there because she's from New Jersey, and for her to be, you know, given such a warm welcome when coming home, I think she just got really emotional.
Thank you, and sorry about the technical difficulties. This has never happened to me before, so I guess this was a welcome home gift.
Out of all the artists of the night, we cheered Ailee on the most. She was the most talented artist there, and there was no doubt about it.
You guys have been very great to me. Thank you so much. I never would have imagined 6 years ago that I would be here with you guys on a stage like this. Online and singing with just my voice. I wouldn't be here without all of you, so thank
you. So, BTOB's vocals are so perfect. They harmonize. It's almost like, some of you may know, but I was a huge TVXQ fan. I still am. Since I was like a very young, you know, I'm older than most current K-pop fans. I'm an oldie, but I was a Biggie / Cassiopeia, and it's like seeing BTSK all over again. The way they always sing live a cappella harmonies. Just the energy that they had was really good.
What's up, New York? It's our first time performing at KCON, so we're really excited. Are you guys all excited? All right. Well, for the next few songs, we need y'all to get up Get out of your seats. Get ready to play. Let's have some fun.
Yes, he sings very, very well. I just think that he doesn't have as much stage presence as the other artists, so it was a bit of a letdown. But overall, no, he sounded very good. It's just he doesn't know how to work the stage yet. You can tell that he's still used to being, you know, kind of underground. They were the last artists, and they slayed. As soon as BAM came on, the place was lit. It was lit. And they also did Golan, and then I don't remember the last two tracks. What else happened? The only thing with 17 is that they did not come all the way back to the B2 area at all during their performance, so that was kind of a letdown. The other artists walked around more than they did. So we only got to see them all at the end, you know, when they walked around. Oh, and another thing is 17 did like 4 songs just like everybody else, but then they came back again in the end and did their covers of After School's Bang Bang. So yeah, so the bags that came with your ticket, of course they're the same curvy bags and they had a pin in them. I didn't keep the pin, I gave it to someone else, but here's what the bag look like. So now I'm stuck with basically 3 of these. My friend just took 1 and now I'm stuck with 3 because there was 4 with the double chance. So it's like a big bag and I'll just use it for groceries, but believe me, it's not like worth anything. Another thing is that they were selling posters and it's not a deal. It was $20 for picking 1 artist poster and then a crappy KCON logo poster. And even, it's so funny, even the staff at the table was like, it's not a deal. Like, he said that he's barely selling like any of them and he thinks it's bullshit, which most of the people thought it was BS as well. You might as well, for that price, give us 2 artist choices. Like, no one wants a generic poster of the KCON logo. A question that I have gotten before I even did this video via message on Tumblr was I able to see in the pit? I am 5'2" and I got stuck with pit tickets, and I know there's a ton of tall people who would most likely get in front of me. So as soon as I found out that I got pit tickets, I took myself to Steve Madden, an outlet, and got myself some 4-inch high shoes so that I would at least be 5'6" so I can see over some people. And these worked like gold. I recommend all short people invest in some tall people's shoes so that you can see, because there was a ton of short little kids there and I just felt so bad. These poor babies could not see. They could not. Another question I got is tips about what to bring. So the shoes was one thing. However, you should always stay hydrated. Bring your own bottled waters. I made a point of bringing my own bottled water. I also made a point of packing myself 1 lunch a day. So I had like sandwich, sandwich and bread, sandwich meat and bread, and some type of chip and some type of chocolate. So daily I brought that with me. Luckily I had a friend who wasn't going to any fan engagements. You cannot bring food or water, drinks into any part of the Prudential Center. So each time you go into a fan engagement, you have to toss your food. So I would just give it to a friend and she would carry it for the like 20-30 minutes I was in a fan engagement. I always ate the food while I wasn't in line, you know, like sitting down waiting in line. So yeah, the type of bathrooms they have are porta potties, so be prepared for that. Bring your own hand sanitizer because I guarantee you those bathroom pods will run out. I made a point of bringing my own sunscreen in a tiny little bottle. You will need that. It is hot as heck in June, July months. I carried 2 pairs of shoes because I was not wearing platforms all day. It's really heavy on your feet. So I would have on a pair of like lightweight sneakers, and then when I would go, it was time to go into the venue, I changed my shoes. So I had a little drawstring bag that I had folded in one purse I was carrying, and when I changed shoes, you know, I would just carry it on my back into the venue. Always carry little, you know, disposable bags with you in case, you know, you get a purchase and they don't have bags. The Prudential Center had no problems with letting people with bags in there. However, they won't let you take in big cameras, which is why, you know, this footage is super clear because it's my big Sony camera. However, I was only able to use stuff like my phone and my little miniature Sony camera in there, which is why the footage doesn't look as crisp. Anyway, I ended up having to use my phone, my iPod Touch, and then my tiny mini camera to do footage, which is why if you look at my Fancams, there's different types of, you know, ratio aspects. And also make sure to bring little portable chargers. I brought 2 with me. Here's one. I got them in different colors. They're $5 at Target each, and each time they charge my phone fully twice. So if you're sitting in line playing games on your phone all day, your phone's gonna be dead by the time the concert's over, so you need to invest in a few of these. I brought 2 just for my phone alone, and I made sure they were fully charged before I went out each day. It really saved my butt because I needed to catch Uber after the concert, and if my phone was dead, I wouldn't be able to use it. So this is the end of my first part of the blog. I will do another post for day 2. So if you have any questions you'd like me to answer for the next blog post, put them in the comments below and I will add them to the video and answer them. So the next video will be a compilation of day 2 experiences, as well as a few fan cams of the artists that played, and a lot of how I got to see BTS at the fan engagement as well as during the concert, because share this with somebody. There's not a lot of K-pop fans in Maryland, and as an ARMY I got to see my babies, and it was such an emotional experience. So I'll let you guys leave some questions. I'll promise to answer them in the next video.